So my name is Adam Szulewski, and I am an emergency physician at Kingston Health Sciences Center, and I am an associate professor in emergency medicine, cross-appointed to psychology. I've been in this job for about 5.5 years now. My main focus of research is understanding how doctors think under pressure. And we look at that from a couple of different perspectives. We look at it from a cognitive psychology perspective. We look at it from an educational and expertise development perspective as well. And I'm lucky to work with a bunch of great collaborators who make my job a lot easier. Today I'm going to be talking about moving the needle forward in simulation. I'm going to be talking about 4 main themes. One is moving beyond what is just cool simulation and moving into something that is a little bit more effective and increases transfer of learning. That's one of the themes we're going to talk about. We'll also talk about some basic educational psychology theory and trying to draw parallels between that and what we do in the real world in simulation training. I'm going to tell the group as well about some lessons we've learned in some of our research, both research looking at real trauma team leaders in authentic resuscitation scenarios, and then looking at trainees who are trying to become those trauma team leader experts in the simulation lab, and trying to draw some parallels between what both groups do. And I'll talk a bit about some of the challenges that we face in simulation in creating the psychological fidelity that we need in order to bring our learners forward in that realm. And finally, I'm going to talk a bit about how I see simulation in the future. I'll introduce a group collaborative that we have here at Queen's, a group of simulation educators and engineers who have come together to research simulation a little bit. And I'll talk a bit about where I see debriefing going in the next generation of medical simulation as well. The main things that I'm hoping people will get out of the presentation is, first, that as simulation educators, we need different approaches for learners along the spectrum of expertise. The second thing I hope people will take away from the talk is to really start to appreciate the importance of bridging theory and practice with education in the simulation lab. And then finally, I'm hoping that people will just remind themselves that sim has a lot to learn from the real world. And there's lots that we can bring from one realm to the other to make both richer environments for our learners.